Yes, we are back. We are back. We are back. Let's do some Broken Arrow, guys. Heck yeah. So, straight to the arsenal here. Gonna go to Army Builder. We have a Striker Marine deck on Army, Armored SF deck, which actually didn't do too bad. We did the Striker Marine, tried that out. Tried to stand off. It actually did pretty good. We got 1.4 KD. The other deck is a armored air standoff, which I think we're going to try that next. So, but we got armored airborne, armored striker, marine, marine striker, armored SF. I think what we'll do now is I'm a little bit partial. I'm going to build a new battle group here. I think what I want to build because I want to make a battle group of battle groups. But the problem that I'm having is mobility. The guys move so not so slow, but slower than what I'm used to, and having to get them in position and lack of recon. So I really want a deck that has the absolute best recon that you have. And I think if you just look at you got recon low here. Reconnaissance for the armor brigade is 1,000 points. Airborne 500, striker 700, 1250. So it looks like we're going to be modifying our armored SF deck because it actually did pretty good. We actually haven't fought with this yet, so let's take a look at it. So the armor SF deck, but I think because we haven't fought with it yet, we haven't taken the tanks, we haven't taken any of the striker Shorad or anything like that. This Shorad, these Shorad units are absolute beasts, and that's really where I really would say for the other deck that we had, this one, I am a huge fan of this guy. Held its own. I mean, it shot down cruise missiles. It was shooting tanks. It was doing it all, man. Shooting choppers, engaging infantry somewhat. Really put in work. Took a few hits. Uh, didn't lose one. Got it refurbished. I mean, it was thick and thin, duking it. It wasn't, I think, until like the very last engagement where we tried to take a point and this thing fell. So I really like this unit. The only problem is I took it with the Marine deck, and I feel like my armor just got bullied. The Booker, even though it's pretty good, it got bullied a lot. I lost like 4 Bookers. I'm trying to see if there's any more. You can take the 105 gun. I just don't think it has the. I like the Booker with the autocannon because it gives you the ability to just kind of stand off against infantry a little bit. Good support system, and it also helps with keeping the pressure on the enemy while your tanks load. So we might actually also increase the armor package. We got the jammer, that's fine. On these tanks, I think I'm going to take more heavier tanks. That's really what we're going to do. We got the trophy here. We want one less Booker and one more. Nope, can't do that. Let's see, because we got these striker ATGM. Yeah, you can have it as an overfly. That's fine. I think this guy can engage infantry as well. Yeah, getting toe BB. So he can do anti-tank and anti-infantry. He only gets 4 though, with decent range. So it can really reach out and touch infantry. It's actually a pretty good unit. We might take that more than the said Booker. The Booker has to get so freaking close. The only problem, it'd be nice if the Booker had, or like this, had more armor. The only armor you get is 250, right? So really gonna have to really work on that standoff there. But You have the battleship there too. You have the AT. I'm just trying to think like how can I increase my deck's performance when we did 1.4. So the first game we played, it was like 9.8, very first game. And then the next game was 1.4. So my ability to trade, get my guys healed up. Um, that's another thing too. I gotta take a little bit more support. We didn't even bring the HIMARS. We did bring the Chaffee. We brought the Tyrian did really good. The Pack 3 did amazing. Lavads did okay. I think I used them wrong. I did like the AVP, so we're gonna keep that. So essentially, you have two HIMARS, so to speak, long range and a short range. Um, and then what else? I use the Venom and the Offspring. I'm gonna switch these. So the way they bring them in Broken Arrow is this unit is like technically on the top, and you have to select the unit and then select the transport, right? In some cases, I just want to just take the transport, but with this, it was really cool to bring these in with supplies, be Johnny on the spot. Really cool there. So I'm gonna keep it the same for now. I'm kind of torn. We might have to play a couple more games that way. That being said, the what is it? The SF and the armor. Let's take a look at that. We might play with this next. But now playing from that other game, I realized really quickly that kind of what is valuable, what's not. So this guy, I think, is going to be the toes. The toes going to be decently valuable if you can get range, but the Russians they like to rush, so that's the problem. Uh, between the basically, I just need more tanks. I need more tanks. That's basically what it comes down to. And you can't get more tanks, so they're limiting you the amount of tanks. But if you can't get those tanks, Bradley's all day. Bradley's all day. So got Striker Shore at Bradley. Cool, 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 cool. That's fine. Um, Delta Force, two Silent Hawks, a Special Bradley. Let's see, can I switch this for this unit? Can we take the War Pig instead? This unit can carry 6. The War Pig, I think, can carry 12. So you can carry 2 squads. So we need the 2 squads, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. I want to take this guy with the War Pig, and it'll save some points right there, right? Also, kind of same thing here. Can only take 6 guys. So if you take these raws, take them in the War Pig, and you just saved 10 points. Where really 5, 10 points between the two of them. So yeah, got a couple more War Pigs. That way they're big. Now we could take them with the Fletcher or the grenade launcher. Might not be able to do the Fletcher. Might just be able to do the grenade launcher. So we'll take the weapons package, grenade launcher out, or heavy. Might just get away with just doing the heavy machine gun. That's might be all we can do. Can we do the grenade launcher? Yeah, we're fighting for like 5 points here. It's crazy. Um, I'm gonna start taking the armored column with the Bradley and the Shorads. I kind of like those, the way they push. And then getting speedy infantry in via these choppers. I need more little birds because waiting for the vehicles to come for me was like agonizing to get reinforcements. So uh instead of the raws in the War Pig, this is what we'll do. These have 2. We'll bring these we'll bring these in the Little Bird. How about that? They're a lot cheaper and they can get shot down. But the way I was bringing them in and they was running to the fight, it was fine. The Raws and the Schmaws did really, really good. So Bringing them in the little birds is probably what we're going to do instead. And I just for the speed of getting them to the battle quicker than slow. Also, the war pig has to get to the battle quicker than slow. Yeah, we need more little birds here. You guys, do I need 4 mech rifle? Maybe not, because I've got essentially 4 Bradleys here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet, and then I need like 4 little birds. 1, 2, 3. I need another little bird. Yeah, cool, sweet. So got 4 little birds. We can bring in like uh a team of rangers and little birds, and that's like 110 points, 120 points per unit. That's not bad. Yeah, we need these raws. So I was a huge fan of the raws in the last one. I was happy that I was able to bring them in the Hilo. The little bird I think is gonna be a little bit more effective. We used a venom to get behind the lines, so a silent hawk with like recon is gonna be really cool. We have quite a few of those. Also, the Rangers, I forgot, also have a little bird, and the Green Beret have a little bird, so that's good. Um, yeah, I was a huge fan of the Shore Rat, so we'll keep that. That's going to be your main Bradley, but then Bradley Rush with Javelin, Toe, and like APS is like the way to go there. Armored column there. You also have, I didn't use the Guardian too much, but the Killer Egg, I might use those better. So this is what we're gonna fight with next. So here we go. Let's go play. Let's go have some fun. Multiplayer here. Go home. We'll go play for the US here. I think SF Striker will probably be better, honestly. Got to wait 22 seconds for a game. But I hope everyone's been liking the gameplay so far with Broken Arrow. Um, Definitely been playing pretty much most of the day, making decks, ran a few tutorials. The all yesterday, like the opening day, my mic was not on, so it was absolute all that content I recorded was like basically mute, and it was really really bad. There is 806 lobbies. I think we just connected to a lobby. Um, because we're doing this using this deck, it really to me it doesn't really matter. So we'll do this map here. It's got more buildings, and I think my armored unit should be okay. I gotta remember to not get so tunnel vision, but to ooh. Oh, I guess you get to pick your deck here. Pick your deck. Cool. So not to get so tunnel vision, but to focus more on bringing your blitzkrieg, using your recon effectively, using your artillery effectively, and just bringing your guys supported. I think we did really good with the support. Our problem was supply, bringing your guys back to supply, making sure your supply lines are close to your lines, and not worry about taking so many losses. We're like super cautious. Um, I think for this one, ooh, this is a completely new map. So H connects to D, D connects. Okay. I won't say since we've got the SF, I'm gonna go here. So my buddies, Striker Marines, or SF Marines, SF Striker, Marine Striker. So I am like literally the only armored player. I don't know how I feel about that. That should be interesting. I like how they connected the H and the D point, so it's not like this amphibious thing. You actually have to fight to it. Deployment phase is on, so this is what we'll do. Yep, we'll call in our handy dandy chopper. Comanche. Comanche will be there first, and then infantry will be, we'll do the, because it's a 6-man squad. And then we'll do another little bird there. And then we need a unit. Sweet. In the little bird. So we'll see if we can take our point and hold out for our armor to get there, which will be the mighty tank. If we get our guys shot down, we get our guys shot down. It is what it is. Gonna take the long way. As they turn their backs, we'll bring the Raptor in. Yeah, I got to get better with giving my guys commands. So what we'll do is we might have to fight for the Charlie point, but what we'll do is we'll this little bird really does need to drop right now, and then go back to base after he drops. Yeah, so yeah, just getting way better with manipulating the controls because we don't have the controls down pat. It kind of can be kind of annoying. We'll bring this this crossroad will be where we supply. And so yeah, we'll bring a chopper for that, and it'll be a with supply there. Bring the house there. We're also probably going to bring a vehicle recon. I think it'll probably come in from here. I'm not sure if he's going for the nuke or not, but we're going to do a precision strike. And then shift back to base. So we lost the Nighthawk there. Not too shabby. We're floating about all these points. So what we want to do is, first of all, we want to drop that, and then we want to get him back to base eventually. I always do that. I always seem to forget my supply. Get him back to base there. And then what we'll do here now, we're going to just talk through it. I like to have some killer egg on standby just in case we get rushed, and then get the sword out of there. Taking this point, this point all the way out here is kind of rough. So what we'll do is also we'll bring some recon in the we'll bring the berets in the Silent Hawk. Actually, we'll bring also the berets and the I think okay, here we go. So we'll bring them here. I hope it does everything that we want it to do. But we know there's AA there, so we're not going to bother that. With him viewing this, I think he's gonna have sight on this road here. So he's 100% good to go. So we got away with shooting down that chopper, which is good. Nice job on the Comanche. We'll dig in here. And we'll also probably do some recon recce for Silent Hawk over here. Just to kind of check the wings. I like to check the wings there. And kind of hold the shift key, tell the guys to unload, and then tell them to get out. The real fight's here, but we're going to put some pressure on the J point here in a second. We want to float some points, get a couple armored vehicles like an Abrams, and we'll take the cheap ones. We'll take a couple cheap ones, bring them out here, and then we'll bring a vehicle support. We'll bring the Shorad, and we'll bring a Bradley infantry fighting vehicle. And then we'll bring Mech Riflemen with them. I like how we can get kind of close. So actually, we'll bring a Silent Hawk here, and then we'll tell them to unload right there, and then return to base. So they've got that kind of guy there. We'll also bring a because we're doing pretty good, but I'm looking to it's either bringing all their artillery and stuff like that. We need to start bringing that stuff in too. So we'll bring a GLMRS in, and we'll also bring in some PVADs to kind of protect. So these guys will tell them to hold fire and see if they can we like to creep our way forward. Then we'll also bring Hilo. We'll bring a Silent Hawk. Oh, that's how you do it. So you can bring a Silent Hawk, and then you can bring a Rifleman in here. And we'll just start dropping our guys in kind of piecemeal there. Oh, there's a Shorad. Sweet. So we also probably should bring some Raws in there to threaten that. So we'll bring more Silent Hawk, and then we'll bring some. Did we bring some Raws? I'm sure we did. Hilo, Raws. There they are. One Raws, and then one ST team. For I guess here. Yeah. So we'll tell these guys to go ahead and unload there, and then return to base. One of our guys has deserted. That's not good. It's almost dispels defeat, and they only up 700. So we're gonna see if we can do our blitzkrieg here. We just gotta find where the enemy is, so to speak, and then we can pop them. But I know if we stick our nose out there, they're definitely gonna want to take it off for sure. So we'll bring our recon over here, see if we can get a vision on that. And then what we'll also be bringing is we have a little bird, but we don't have anything with a. We can bring a guardian, but we might sell it. So let's see what happens. Let's see if these Green Beret. Here we go. So the Green Beret sees them. So we took that guy out. Pretty cool. Nice recon. Tell these guys to get moving. These guys are gonna have to hide. So push them off the J point there, really good. And we're actually down a player too, so that's actually extremely good. What we'll do is we'll get these guys off the mark here. Because it's like the only cover. We'll fall him back, and then we'll bring our Comanche in to kind of scout around, uh, trying to see if we can't. Trying to see now. The next point is over there, so we'll see if we can bring in a couple tanks over there, some vehicles, bring in a trophy over here. We're really reaching out and touching that guy, so we'll fall back. We'll turn off. Nope. We need to call in another supply vehicle, so let's do that. We'll bring him, and then we'll bring it in right here. We'll get him, instead of reversing, we'll fall him back to here, and then we'll bring a helo soar with supply there. This makes for a good spot. We'll also bring the killer egg here to maneuver there, and then we'll find our guardian. He's in reserve. He'll switch out with him. We want to send the cheaper stuff in first. We'll get these guys to go out this way. The range is 400. I need my tank to fall back there. We'll get the Green Berets moving forward. You need to recon forward there. So what we want to do also is vehicle. Well, this will be the last thing we bring into. We'll bring in a Silent Hawk with some these teams, as well as a sniper team, and then we'll call them over there, just so we can cut that off from the enemy. They have also an aircraft, a bomber there, so I think we can bomb that with our stealth aircraft. Do precision strike on this guy. Get these guys out of there. Didn't even get close. That's brutal. So what we can do instead is have this guy do a fire mission. We'll feint like we're going to send the tanks forward, but we won't do that. We got a lot of stuff going on, so we'll do the recon first. Tell them to unload, and then tell them to unload there, and then go back to base. And then we'll try to get our PVADs in range there. We'll put them in control group 1 so that we can select them. Okay, so now we got these guys there. We can start reconning here. We'll tell them to hold fire. These guys to hold fire. Tell him to get up there high, and him to get in the building there. Those infantry are pretty much toast. It's unfortunate. I'm not sure if they want to fight, but they did send some infantry there, so we'll send the killer egg. You guys. If you notice, this vehicle is like right there, so line of sight for the Guardian would be nice. That's way too close. Maybe we can get a line of sight on that. There's no use in throwing good money after bad. Good strike. Yep, got the tanks out of there. So shout out to us for getting the tanks out of there. He tried, but it failed. So we'll bring our bomb his house there. 10K supplies, not a lot. Oh, I need to drop that off. And then tell it to fall back. So while the enemy, most of those guys are pushing on that side, I'm about to roll this flank because I'm kind of a little timid. I just want to see where the enemy is, and if I can see the flanks, I want to know where I can push and he's weak, and in that way, we don't have to worry about it. He's got a lot. They got a lot of armor here, and they're pushing in the forest there. I probably could come over here and get my pilot there. Tell him to wheel out of there. So, oh no, target. Maybe we can recon the back part. You guys are not even in cover, like just standing there. I don't think he has an answer for the tanks. Good seed run there. That's what we wanted to bring the Comanche with the Stingers for that exact reason. Look at that. 8 missiles. Got the job done, boys. Good stuff. That's probably an expensive chopper, too. So shout out to us for catching him on the slip. This is a good job. This would be a good mission for the killer egg here. Great maneuvering. Intercepted that. That's why you don't stand right on the point, because they basically will try to, you know, do that to the point. So we'll get him in position. We'll start doing some more recon. Get the Guardian up and rolling again. Those Comanches, man, they are high speed stuff. So we've got the Comanche back. He hasn't moved his unit, so he's just begging to be hit. I think we can get in close here. Oh, we brought the standoff Rangers. We didn't bring the the ST Ranger. Oh, that is tragic. Let's see if I get a skull there. No skull, but I hit something. Oh, there it is. Nice. Got it. That's what it's there for, baby. That's what it's there for. Good kills. We don't have to break off too much. They're definitely winning, so we don't have to do the most here. Now, what we can do, turn the radar on this guy and see if we could soak a little bit. But phase 2 ends. In phase 3, we're going to go for Charlie at the beginning of the phase. We're going to probably bring in some Shorad and then get our tanks healed up here. Did you guys get in this? I don't know if it can get in there, but Must have lost that Bradley. Yeah, it says troop transport. All right, well, go back to base, and then because I can't play around with that all day, we'll bring a chopper. No, this little bird to there to pick up my pilot. So they're pressing again. Recon seems to be pretty lax. So I think we're doing light airborne here. See, so we're maneuvering on the Charlie point. Yeah, we're gonna keep pushing that tank there. We'll bring another recon, or another one of those Comanches. I think we're out. Okay, we're out of Comanches. That was really unfortunate that we couldn't. We probably could have gotten with the killer egg, but we just didn't. It was a gamble. We got a couple kills, but no cigar there. Now we still have our other two tanks here, so we'll bring them here, and then we'll guard this area with some infantry, like some Ranger Javelin, and we'll bring them in a War Pig, and then we'll do a vehicle, we'll do a War Pig with a Raws unit. Yeah, but our attack, I think, spurred this guy to move forward, so it's not too bad. Nice. So that really did, I believe, I would like to say it made an impact. Even though we didn't, the only points are the point that we're holding. That's the only point that we have. So we kind of have to push a little bit. And that means that we're going to bring some more vehicles. So we're going to bring our heavy trophy here. Gonna try to take that point. We also need a shore ad. Saw it coming, buddy. I don't think they've resupplied this point, so we're gonna try to take it. Since this is a third phase, we kind of need to go ahead and take it. We'll also bring in a couple more vehicles. As regards to Bradleys, we'll bring in some more Bradleys here. I really should have. This guy can go home now. I don't think our. There it is. Our. Let's go see if we can see what we can see, and then we'll get our little birds. I don't see. Oh, the Guardian. See if we can get a strike with that little birds and the Guardian. Yeah, definitely my favorite deck. Ooh, look at all that. I don't think that Malkia's moved either. We'll tell him, we'll give these guys attack orders. He'll stay back. I don't know if their infantry is ready for some AA, but we'll bring in a little bird there. These guys need to go ahead and fall back and get some supplies there. And then speaking of supplies, let's bring a helo full of some more supplies there. 3K supply over here. This plane is a shoot down. Total defeat. That's crazy. But as usual, we do pretty good on the KD, getting around 3,000 kills, and taking 2,000 losses. So we got a promotion. Um, we do like getting some of the highest KD. For us, it is we got tied with Rivada. It just means that we're not making silly mistakes. Um, I kind of want to see the breakdown. If that's cool. I want to see the breakdown of the games. Maybe I messed that up, but yeah, you guys got to see how we play, how we maneuver. That's probably by far my favorite deck. Sorry if I went quiet there a couple of times. I'll probably have to do a voiceover or two, but yeah, man, it was good vibes because getting some of the highest KD is really good. And you saw us do some armored pushes on the right hand side. We pretty much had the entire right hand side locked down, pushed the infantry out. We were hoping that they were going to send some more counterattacks, but they didn't. So we were pretty effective in taking out their infantry. And if you notice, the Comanche with the 8 stingers is almost needed to take one of their choppers down, but it catches them on the slip. And that's what I was really kind of geeked about. Little Egg, I think, got a couple doinks too. So yeah, Desert Fox here, level 3, and loving it.